Today's practice, we are starting in a child's pose. If you like to use a block or a strap for your practice, please feel free to have those available and ready to go. Let's start in a comfortable child's pose. Knees can be together or apart. Let yourself come down into your child's pose. Fingertips can reach out to the front. Forehead comes down to the mat. If by chance your forehead does not reach the mat, please feel free to use a fist or a block so you get a feeling of your forehead grounding down into either your hand, your block, or the mat. From your child's pose, bring yourself to all fours. Cow cat. Take an inhale, open up through your collarbone, your chest. Cat, exhale, top of the head, tailbone drops down. With your inhale, open up, collarbone, chest. With your exhale, round, release. Take a few more breaths at your pace. Make the movement happen through your spine. At the end of your next breath, meet right back in center, in neutral. Take a look off to your right. You can move your hips. Look towards your right foot. Bring yourself to center. Take a look off to the left. One more time each side. Take a look off to the right. Bring yourself to center. Look off to the left. Meet back in center here. Continue grounding down into your hands. Take your right foot behind. Pulling your core, lift to hip height, knee to nose. So bring your knee to your nose, top of the head drops. Press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back. Here's knee to nose, press your leg back, hold it here. Release the right leg down. Other side, left leg comes up. Pull in the core, lift your leg. Knee to nose, round through your spine, drop the top of your head, press back. Knee to nose, round through your spine, press back. Knee to nose, press your leg back, hold the pose here. Release your leg. Downward dog. Hands might come a little further forward. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. Downward dog. Feel the mat underneath your hands, fingertips spread wide. Bend both your knees, press your hips back, open up through your shoulders. Lift your tailbone, come up to your toes. Press your tailbone towards the back of the room. Heels come down towards the mat. Take one more breath here. We walk to the front of your mat, ragdoll. Feet are going to stay hip width apart. Knees stay soft. You can clasp your opposite elbows. You can let your fingertips come to the mat. And then if you like the movement, maybe you move yourself a little bit side to side. Neck is relaxing, jaw is relaxing. Ground into your feet. Roll yourself all the way up. Bring your shoulders up, back and down. We meet with our hands, heart center. You can practice big toes together, low space between your heels, or heels can stay right underneath your hips. Take an inhale, reach up. Cactus arms open, exhale. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up to standing. Hands, heart center. Reach up, inhale. Cactus arms, exhale. Reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. One more time, reach up. Cactus arms, reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. We're adding on here. Reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fingertips to your mat. Left foot goes back, low lunge. Bring your knee all the way down to the floor. Fingertips to reach up, lift. Open up through your hips. Let your arms come to the side. Take an inhale, lift. Open your chest. Exhale, round, hug a big ball. Reach, open, inhale. Round, release, exhale. Reach and open. Round, release. Reach back to the side. Hold it here. Let your fingertips come down. Slide your hips back. Hamstring stretch here. Toes can stay down. Toes can come up. Your choice, which one feels best, is up to you. Shift your weight forward. Tuck your back toes. Press off the back foot. Come halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. Reach up. Cactus arms. Reach up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Fingertips to your mat. Right foot steps back. Low lunge. Hip opening here. Reach your arms up. Lengthen. Stretch. Arms come to your side. Inhale. Lift. Open your chest. Round. Release. Reach. Open chest. Round. Release. Here's your inhale and your exhale. Reach to the side. Fingertips come down. Press back. Hamstring stretch. Front leg straight. Toes down or toes up. Release back to the front. Tuck your back toes under. Take your rock and roll. Push off. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. Reach up with your inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. halfway lift. Hands are to your mat, step back into your plank. Hold your plank here. Pulling your core. Lift up through your chest, your collarbone. Downward dog. Lift your hips, press back. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Bring your knee to your nose, glide forward. Press your leg back. Knee to nose. Press your leg back. Knee to nose. Press your leg back. Bend your knee. Foot goes across your midline, ground into both your hands. Warrior two, bring your foot between your hands. Long stance, open your hips to the long side of your mat. Fingertips reach front to back. Hold your warrior two. Gaze can come over your front fingertips. Triangle pose. Strain your front leg. Reach to the front. Fingertips come down. Let one reach towards the ceiling, the other is towards the floor. Pull up through your quadriceps. Stay long through the top of your head. Warrior two, bring yourself up. Take your inhale, windmill your hands to your mat, plank pose. Downward dog, lift your hips. Left leg, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, glide forward. Press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back, bend your knee, open through your hip. Warrior two, foot comes between your hands, open up, reach, fingertips front to back. Chest is lifted. Shoulders relax. Triangle pose. Straighten your legs, reach, reach, reach to the front. Fingertips ceiling to floor. Gaze can be up towards your thumb. Gaze can be straight ahead, or it can be towards your big toe. Pick the version that fits you. Warrior two. Bring yourself up. Settle into your warrior two. Engage your legs, inner thighs come together. Take your inhale, windmill your hands to your mat. It is your plank pose here. Hold your plank. Squeeze your glutes, strengthen your legs. Top of the head, shooting straight ahead. Downward dog, lift your hips, press back. Connect with your breath, diaphragm, ribs, chest. Exhale, step, walk, jump to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. Chair pose. Let your hips slide down. Hands stay heart center. They can reach to the front or cactus arms. See which one feels best for you today. Stay strong through your legs. Take one more breath. Forward fold as you exhale. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Reach all the way up. Chair pose as you come down. Hands heart center, cactus, or to the front. From here, lift your heels. Squeeze your thighs. Keep lifting your heels. Lower your hips. We lift our heels. Lower your hips. We're gently bringing our hands down to the mat. Step back, plank pose here. Hold your plank. Half plank, you bring yourself halfway down. Pause, hold it here. Press yourself up. Half plank, down, pause, hold. Press, bring yourself up. One more time, it's your half plank. Bring yourself up. Downward dog, lift your hips, press back. Lift your right leg, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, press your leg back. Knee to nose, press your leg back. Knee to nose, press back, bend your knee, open your hip. Warrior two, foot comes up, open, reach. Reverse your warrior, flip your front hand, reach back, open through your front rib cage. Triangle pose, bring yourself all the way front, both legs straight, reach, fingertip to fingertip. Warrior two, bring yourself up. Goddess pose, face the side, long length of your mat, arms are open. Bring your forearms together, open them up. Bring your arms together, open, ears together, open. One more time. Hold the open, lunge front to back. Slide your weight to the front leg. Slide your weight to the back leg. You can stay here, you can take it low. If you like to lift your toes, feel free to lift your toes. Meet coming towards the front. Walk your hands around your foot, feet face front. Plank pose here, press back, hold your plank. Ground into your right hand, side plank. Maybe you stack your feet, maybe you stagger your feet. Bottom knee can come down, side plank, lift, hold, hips go up. Hand comes down to the mat, reset in the center, other side. Start turning, face the other side of your mat. Feet stacked, staggered, bottom knee can be down. Reach through the top of your head, be aware of what your neck is doing. Fingertips reach up, plank pose. Downward dog, lift your hips, press back. Step, walk to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Reach all the way up. Hands, heart center. High lunge, right foot is to the front, left foot steps back, reach your arms up. Solid base right here. Keep grounding into your front foot, knee lift, back knee is coming up. Bring yourself all the way up, knee lifts, reach towards the ceiling. Tree pose here. If your foot comes to the inside of your thigh, bring it in. You also have the option, foot can go to your lower leg, you can choose kickstand. Feel your breath. High lunge, release your foot back, reach, lift. Reach your fingertips towards the front of the room, bring your hands to heart center, add your twist towards your front knee, press your palms together, open your fingertips up, ceiling to floor. Bring yourself back up to center, high lunge, reach up, big step, top of the mat, hands, heart center. High lunge, other side. Ground into the left foot. Knee comes up. Stand tall, reach through the top of your head. Here comes foot to the inside of your thigh, or maybe it goes to your calf, or a kickstand with the toes on the floor. Choose which one works for you. Soft breath. High lunge, foot goes off behind. Solid base, so reach towards the front. Hands, heart center, add your twist. Press your palms open if that works for you. Reach, high lunge. Big step to the top of your mat. Hands, heart center. Chair pose, hips slide down. Hands, heart center, they can open. Lift your heels. Pick where you want your arms, lift your heels, sink your hips. Here comes, lift your heels, sink your hips. One more time, can you get a little lower? Hold it, strong legs. Hands come to your mat. Plank pose, step back, hold your plank. Half plank, halfway down, pause, hold, press, lift up. Here comes half plank, pause, hold, pull in your core, squeeze your glutes, press up. One more time, half plank, bring it down, pause, hold, hold. Press it up, downward dog. Lift your hips, come back. Lift your left leg, three-legged dog. Knee to nose, glide forward. Press your leg back. Knee to nose. Press your leg back. Knee to nose. Press your leg back. Warrior two, foot comes between your hands. Open up, lift. Take your warrior two here. Shoulders relax. Gaze towards your front fingers. Reverse your warrior, flip your front hand, reach back. Triangle pose, straighten your front leg, reach your fingertips, reach, reach, fingertip to toe. Warrior two. Bring yourself up, solid base, strong legs. Goddess pose, toes come to the corners of your mat. This time, hands are behind your head. Open your elbows, pull in your core, sink in your hips. Elbows come to the front, elbows open to the side. Elbows to the front, elbows to the side. Here's squeeze to the front. Open one more time. Elbows front, elbows side, sink, arms release, slide to the front, slide to the back. Here's your glide. And your glide, if you'd like to go lower, here's the option. Toes come up. Maybe it feels better to take it deeper. It's your body. Do what works for you as you take it side to side. Take it one more time. We are going to meet over towards the front of our mat. You are going to walk your hands around. Take your foot to the front. Low lunge here. Strong back leg. Hands are down on the mat. Plank pose. Take your foot back. Check in. Squeeze your glutes. Pull in your core. It is your side plank here. Take your hand to the center of your mat. Here comes your over to the side, stacked, staggered feet. Lift your top fingertips, lift your hips. Steady breath. Lift your hips a little more. Hand comes down to the mat, reset in the center. Take a breath. Hand comes off to the other side. Here comes your side plank, other side. Reach, lift, strong, strengthen. Use your core, lift a little bit more. Bring your hand to the mat. Hold your plank. Connect right here. Core strong, strong glutes. Engage your legs. Downward dog. Lift your hips. Press back. Nice steady breath. Nice full inhale. Nice full exhale. Bring your knees to the floor. Kneel high. Hands slightly behind your hips. Baby camel. Lift your hips open. Make it feel good. Throat can open. Chest, shoulders open. Feel the space through the front of your body. With control, engage. Bring yourself all the way up. Child's pose. Let your hips come back. Take a nice stretch. Fingertips. Reach, hips relax. Bring yourself all the way up. We meet in a seated position. Bring your legs through. Feet are out in the front of you. Dandasana, staff pose. Hands slightly behind your hips. Look at toes are up towards the ceiling. We're engaging our quadriceps, the tops of the thighs. You're engaging your calves. Hands are behind. Lift your chest open. Here comes chin towards chest. And now everything is engaged. You're engaged in your glutes, your quadriceps, your calves. You're still opening up through the front of your chest. This is an active pose. With your next inhale, you are reaching your hands all the way up. Forward fold. So hinge at your hips. Knees can soften, reach towards your toes. If you practice that way, it can be your feet, it can be your shins, your ankles. Find your forward fold here. And take a few breaths. Breathe in, feel the breath. As you exhale, sink, settle a little deeper into your pose. With your inhale, bring yourself all the way up. Left foot comes to the inside of your thigh. Arms can reach up, hinge, come forward. Again, hands go where they work for you. Maybe they're on your foot. Maybe they're on your calf. They can be up high. Wherever your arms go, though, let your shoulders relax. Inhale, bring yourself up. We switch sides. Left foot goes out. Right foot comes in. Here's your big reach up. Forward fold, coming over again. It can be hands around the bottom of your foot. It can be on your ankle. Make it feel good. Don't force it, and definitely avoid any pain. With your inhale, bring yourself up. Here comes, knee is coming up. So your right knee is coming up. We are going to take the foot across our thigh. Bottom of your foot is on the mat. Toes are coming up towards the ceiling. So activate your left leg. Bottom of the right foot's on the floor. Right hand is coming behind your right hip. Reach your left arm up high. Add a twist. Elbow comes to the outside of your thigh. Sit tall, a little more twist, as long as it works for your body. Bring yourself to center. Unwrap. Right foot goes all the way out. Left foot comes in. It is coming over your thigh. Whole bottom of the foot is on the mat. Right foot active. Toes are going up towards the ceiling. Left hand is coming behind your hip. Now reach your right arm up. Add your elbow coming to the outside. Sit a little taller. Add a little more twist. And breathe. Let your breath go. Exhale. Return yourself to the front. Bound angle pose. Bottoms of your feet come together. Sit up tall. Now, if this feels perfect, stay here. Hands at your hips. Come forward. Make it feel good in your body. If staying tall feels better today, then stay tall. Bring yourself all the way up if you hinged. Feet are coming out wide, so it's a wide angle pose here. Toes are towards the ceiling. Knees are going straight up. We sit tall. If you're having a discomfort or rounding through your back, bend your knees. Give yourself some space in your back and your spine. So find where it works for you. You can stay tall. If you're having a fabulous stretch and this feels great right here, stay right here. Some people like to add a little bit more of a forward movement. It's a hinge at your hips. As you move forward, check in. Knees are still up towards the ceiling. Feet are still flexed. Work with your breath. It's the exhale that allows you to go a little deeper into your pose. Wherever you are, we're meeting. We're bringing ourselves all the way up. Bring your legs in. We are taking it all the way down to the floor. So bring yourself down, bring your knees into your chest, Give yourself a hug, knees into your chest. Keep hugging your left leg. Right leg comes out long. Toes are still towards the ceiling. Knee is towards the ceiling. Big hug, open through your hips. Left foot goes up towards the ceiling. Hamstring stretch. Now make this feel good in your body. Foot might be right above your hip. You might have a bend in it because that gives you the stretch exactly where you need it. You might bring it a little bit further forward if that's where the stretch feels best. And again, avoid pain. So yoga should not cause pain. It should feel good inside your body. So make changes and little adjustments in your movements so that it can feel good. Let's bring both our knees back into your chest. Take the hug. Keep hugging the right knee. Left leg goes out as the foot comes down to the mat. Toes are towards the ceiling. Foot is grounding down into the mat. Leg is straight. Hug the right knee in snugly. Nice big hug. Foot goes up towards the ceiling, so right foot extends up towards the ceiling. And again, maybe the bend gives you the perfect stretch in your hamstring. Maybe taking it a little straighter, flexing your foot feels the best, you get the best stretch. Maybe it's a little bit more forward. So remember, only you know your body, so you have to do what works for you. We're all made different, so what feels really good on one person doesn't mean that's going to feel really good for you. So tune in to what's happening with yourself. Bring both your knees back into your chest. One more little hug here. Bottoms of the feet come down to the mat. Now cross your right leg all the way over. So we have our crossed legs here. And now you're going to bring your knees in towards your chest and give yourself a hug here. The goal with this is to feel that stretch in the outside of your right hip up through the outside of your thigh. So giving yourself a stretch here, hugging. And shoulders are relaxing. Try to avoid bringing tension into your face, your shoulders when you do the movements. Release your feet down to the floor. We're switching sides. Left is coming, wrapping over the right. Once you have that, knees come in towards your chest. Hug here. Bring your legs down. Uncross. Lay over on your right side. Stack your knees, your ankles. Bring one hand on top of the other. There's your stack. Here's your twist. Open your top hand and let your hand come towards the other side as you take the twist right here. Now make any adjustments so this feels good. Again, we shouldn't feel pain when we're doing our yoga practice, and only you know what you feel. So if this twist didn't feel good, move your legs, make any adjustments that you need so you feel the twist where you need to feel it. Now, gently, carefully, we're bringing it to the other side. We're taking our twist to the other side. That means you're going to come over to your left side. Knees are stacked, ankles stacked. You have one hand on top of the other, and now you reach your hand up and over and take the twist. And then make any adjustments that you need to make it feel good. Bring your legs to center carefully, gently. Knees come in towards your armpits. Happy baby. Bottoms of the feet go towards the ceiling. It's your side to side. Tailbone comes down. Shavasana. Let your feet come out towards the corners of your mat. Arms are by your side. Let your breath go at your own pace, your own rhythm. Continue allowing yourself to relax, release, sink, melt into your mat. Forehead, jaw, shoulders, release. Gently add movement in your fingers and your toes. Long stretch, fingertips reach overhead, toes reach away. Big breath. Bring yourself to your right side. You can cradle your head in your right arm. Knees come in. Start bringing yourself up into a seated position. Easy seated pose. Hands heart center. Take an inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands return to heart center. Namaste. I hope you had a nice practice. Thank you and see you next time.